Hey yo, welcome to the wintry wonderland. It's been a while since I made a video and I'm almost home, so I figured I'd share one. Don't worry, I don't walk miles. I take a bus about 5 blocks from the house and then it comes to my house. I wouldn't have to do no walking, but one of the buses transfers, the way it transfers, it leaves like 5 minutes after the other bus, so I end up having to walk from Grand, but it ain't too bad, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just thankful I got this job. I told a buddy, John Cord of mine, and I've been telling Carl too, I'm finna do some more poetry in the near future, maybe write a couple more songs. I just ain't really been in the mood to make like political and religious videos because one of the main things I learned in my journey is that we all possess our own kingdom, our own heart, our own will. And so I can tell somebody something a million times and it ain't gonna matter. Bless the children. Hello, children. Hello, chef. No, but I do be cooking in the kitchen. Burrito tacos. No, but you know, it's just kind of stressful still making videos while like working full time and stuff. You know, the other night I had to stay over like 2 hours because when you work in medical, you can't leave until you get relieved, or else it's called abandonment and neglect. So I've been getting some good hours. Like when I was telling a joke one time on this, it wasn't really a joke. You know how when people tell the truth and being serious, but they kind of joking while they do it. Well, I was on the Amazing Lucas, one of his panels. It was called Open PGT Channel Talk. And this guy from Gym named Australia was on there, and he was questioning me about like American politics and asking me what it's gonna take. And I told the man, you know, I was always humble because I was making like 20 grand a year after taxes, 24 grand a year. So I went through a long 6-7 months without no job and was struggling and begging people for help. Now I make over 50 racks a year, which is funny because a buddy of mine says closed mouths don't get fed. And I started complaining about reparations and saying how I wanted 50,000, and now I make that over that a year. It's crazy. So I ain't get on here to like brag about my income and all this other stuff. I'm just basically telling y'all, if you watch my videos looking like just from the last 2-3 years, you'll notice that no matter what situation, I don't want to say no matter what, because you know everybody got their own journey, but hey, you know, a lot of times when we just patient and do the right thing, you know what I'm saying, a lot of times we'll be rewarded in the end. So I tell people to just stay strong, stay encouraged, stay hopeful, you know what I mean? And whatever you're going through, more than likely you're going to get through it. That's a part of the human experience, you know what I mean? If you really think about it, I said this a few times, if everything was perfect, life would be miserable. That's really the problem. If you pay attention to the ideology of the Matrix, that was the architect's problem. He's perfect and everything was analytical, but then he was dealing with humans. And humans are perfect just like anything else, except we have free will. I believe we do. Some of us just lack awareness. And with our free will, we can do whatever we want. People will be like, no, you gotta eat, you gotta drink. I've seen people neglect that to prove a point. What was his name? Gandhi. There's another reason why I tell people to do research. I did some research on Gandhi, and he wasn't some freedom fighter like y'all thought he was. He was a racist. He wanted the Indians to have a better life than the blacks. And that's kind of what happened in Nazi Germany. The Germans was getting jealous that the Jews and the Africans and people of different nationalities were becoming wealthy and famous. Something else I kind of want to talk about. I just found out recently that got to make sure I don't get my badge on the camera because people. But something I noticed, and just follow along me, I'm taking all my stuff off. Something I noticed is that Jewish people, and I just heard this from a couple of Asians talking finances, they don't pay interest on loans, bank loans, and a lot of other stuff. Well, let me tell you why that upsets me. You know, all throughout my life, I've heard different people talk. You got words like Goyim and Gentile and Hamite and all this different stuff. Well, if you do history, a lot of the Jewish people was marching with us back in the ancient days, back in the days. So I call it the ancient days, but you see Martin Luther King with that Jewish dude, and he had the 10 Commandments in the scroll. Well, I bring that up because, now it look like people treat it like we enemies. Like, I don't understand that. So one of my cars that got lost, that broke down, my girlfriend's paying on it. We had it for like 5 or 6 years. Well, the reason it was at $9,000 for like 2 years, and I finally got on her for this. And that's another thing. Communication is key in relationships. If you're wanting to talk to your girl about stuff and get stuff down to the middle of it, don't let her call you controlling and all that. I mean, there are controlling people out there, But what I've noticed between misogyny and women and all sorts of stuff is that this is why I don't like groups. All humans are the same almost. I've seen women in power treat men like dogs. They make the money and tell them who's got the money. I didn't know you had a job. You're gonna pay for it. You know what I'm saying? And so like that's why it gets confusing, because when you guys join labels, all humans get oppressed. And all humans can be oppressors. And so that's why I don't like different rules and laws. Like we have all these protections for Jewish people. Why are y'all doing that? We need protections for all humans. Whenever I hear African American going racist, blah, 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 I lose affection for them. Whenever I hear Caucasian, oh, racism isn't real, woke, I lose affection for them. Because what you're doing is you're taking people's struggles that you know nothing about, and then you're mocking them and tormenting them. And it's disrespectful and it's terrible. Just like these two Asian guys that I was just talking, I guess they were bringing up about the Jewish people that don't pay loans on stuff and all sorts of stuff, which is really bullshit. It is. You guys are creating racism with your religion. So now we charge all these other people and don't care about them, homelessness everywhere. But if you're Jewish, you don't have to pay interest on loans. That's why a lot of Jewish people own stuff. Let's say I had an investment and I wanted the maximum return, I will go find a Jewish person so we wouldn't have to pay loans on our corporate business. And a lot of people don't know that. There's a lot of constituents, just like this new visa they're talking about, the H-1B1, something like that for the Hindus. Y'all sit here and let Trump destroy our minds over immigrants. Now he's bringing all immigrants into his cabinet picks from India and all these other places. They don't care about immigration. They want everything regulated. Look at marijuana. They said marijuana was so dangerous. Now they're giving it to cancer patients and AIDS patients and different people with debilitating illnesses. But before it was jail time. Because they don't care. They want to regulate, just like gambling. Gambling's evil, the devil, blah, blah, blah. But it's legal in Vegas. Prostitution is evil, blah, blah, blah. But it's legal in different places. You guys are playing dumbass games. We're humans. I'm a human. You're probably a human. Unless you're watching me thousands or millions of years in the future and now cats and dogs can talk for whatever reason. I want you all to mock me for that. You guys don't seem to learn about the parameters of human life. And then I see people mocking people. And the ones that make me the most angry are religious people sometimes. Because they just know it all. They seem to know it all, but don't seem to care about other people. One thing I tell you, I thought religion was about caring and helping people. I'm noticing it's a corporate nutsack. That's what religion is. People making people follow them and their will for some stupid reason. I don't know. But anyways, like I told y'all, I'm different. I like doing things the right way. I like learning. Just like I just heard Elon Musk and Vivek he said all white MAGA are racist bigots. Nigga, how do you put all this money into MAGA and then call them racist bigots when they come after you? Because like I said before, we all have the same problems. Elon's a white man and they're treating him like an immigrant, right? It's going to happen to everybody if we don't stop oppressing. So, I just got off work. I'm finna wind down, do what it do. Give me a little bit of a buzz, and I'm going to enjoy my day. I just really been wanting to get on here and talk about some things lately. Trump talking about renaming the Gulf of Mexico and all this other crazy stuff. I don't even know. And I just want to warn y'all, Trump didn't get rid of federal taxes. They have had exemptions on federal taxes since federal taxes has been here. So him going, I'm getting rid of, you didn't get rid of federal taxes. It's already a law. If you have kids and you're exempt, you don't pay federal taxes. And you still get earned income credit. So I find it hilarious. The dude's whole thing was get immigrants out, and it's all, even with this guy recently, right? Whenever there's a terror attack, they try to go as far away from white as possible. Now, you notice this man just ran into all the people. They kept saying his truck was found in Mexico and it crossed the border in Mexico. Then they're like, oh, no, he's a U.S. citizen. Oh, we're going to blame the DEIs and the blacks and blah, blah, blah. Every human is a DEI. I don't give a fuck if you're white, black, purple, green. If you're hired somewhere because of a federal program, do you know how many white men are DEIs? You know how many white men work in ethnic restaurants, ethnic stores? Are they DEIs? They calling this African-American woman, this federal agent, a DEI. Y'all, African-Americans built so much stuff. Now I'm seeing Asians and Hindus and Mexicans come out talking about, oh, the blacks were right. This is why they're like this in America. They're not just hippity-hoppities. They've been getting their asses whooped. Do we pay interest on loans? Did we get any reparations 40 acres and a mule, but they're still giving Jewish people reparations. You want to know the even more ironic thing about all this? My company was just bought out. The man who bought it was a Jewish man in his 20s. He came to talk to the company. I got hired on when they was buying it. So now my top employer is a Jewish man. You see how that works? Karma's motherfucker. God was like, oh, I'm going to show you, motherfucker. I'll show you. That's why I don't like making religious videos no more. Because a man will come up to me, Christian and a motherfucker, and be the most wicked person I ever met. Jewish and Muslim as fuck, but be the most violent people I ever met. Then somebody comes up to me who maybe is an atheist, smokes a little weed, maybe drinks every once in a while. Oh, evil, the devil. That don't add up. It don't. You guys are creating psychological, spiritual realms that aren't real. They're real to you, so you make them real. And then we go attack people based on our beliefs. None of you have ever seen a sky daddy or none of that magic shit, or else it'd be all over the news. You're confusing something that's a metaphorical, spiritual algorithm for physical come down sky daddy. There were no, okay, so I'm gonna just explain something to y'all. Middle East, 0 BC, 1 AD, whatever you want to call it. Okay? Native Americans, Hindus, Asians, Africans run around everywhere. If you do history and research on your own civilizations, you will see that Caucasians didn't come down until Rome started enslaving them. They turned a man named Jehohanan, Jehovah, Yahweh, Yahshua. They have changed this man's names a million times. It was Yochanan, Jehohanan, Yanan, whatever it was, which is another way of saying John, Juan, Ivan, Giovanni, all those names. It means I am gracious. They turned him. So recently, somebody told me the Little Mermaid was white and her hair is red. And the Gladiator 2, there was no black kings and Caesars. There was no Viking European kings and Caesars in Rome at that time. There were slaves. They'll go, the word Slav comes from Slavic slaves. We were the first slaves. No, you weren't. Then after you all broke away from slavery, the European culture, they started enslaving everybody else. You want to know how I know everybody's racist if they give them a chance? White people talking about DEI. Black people talking about their chosen, anointed God's race. So are the Jews. The Muslims are talking about from the river to the sea, kill the Jews. I'm not dumb. I see what you all say in chats. David Wood and Christian Prince and God Logic, you fucking Muhammad Abduls, PDFs, Muhammad. Then your ass burning in a fucking car fire. I guarantee you if a gay man, a Muslim, or a Jew pulled their ass out, they won't go, no, let me burn. Wake up. People at my job talking about some, oh, you see that dude, he's really good. You see that gay guy? Leave them the fuck alone. Why y'all bothering people? Y'all just miserable sometimes. And instead of turning the world into paradise, y'all sit here and make it hell. Change it up. Who fucking cares if a man is gay? Who fucking cares if a man is straight? You can have 10 men knocking on my door. One Muslim, one Jew, one gay, one black, one white, one purple, one gray. I don't give a fuck. All 10 can come in until they disrespect me. Disrespect is subjective. One person can say, hey, what's up, my nigga? Oh, cool. Another person could come and say, hey, what's up, my nigga? No, I'm angry. Y'all all do it. People get on strings. Women, men, blacks, whites, white Canadian, white. Whenever you give a totalitarian total of a total, blacks, you're lying. Not all African Americans are the same. Not all Caucasians are the same. Not everybody's running around we all sound the same anymore. Black people, dude, guy, friend, buddy. White people, yo, that slaps. Yo, not they just blah, blah, blah. On God. Knock it off. We all sound the same because we humans. Kamala lost. I see them constantly over and over being respectful, handing over the presidency, being respectful. What do MAGA do? This lady tried to shake this man's hand, stuck his hand in his pocket. African-American woman tried to shake his hand. This African-American federal agent that was fed information, because she's a spokesperson, fucking DEI fed. You Americans are about to wake up to a rude awakening. Because what did Ramsey and and Elon say the one y'all just gave unlimited blah, blah, blah to? Oh, the whites can't do it. They're not smart enough to do these technical jobs. MAGA don't know what the fuck to do. Half of y'all is billionaires that want immigrants. The other half is racist, bigot nut holes. Donut holes. So, you know what I'm saying? Live y'all lives. Rest in peace, Flash. He passed recently. He went to go stay at the owner's house and some stuff happened. I'm not finna put it all out there, but you know, he's in my heart. Dracula been lately. He been kind of depressed. I can't explain it. They've been cool, but he's doing this like weird long meow. And he didn't used to meow when I went to bed. Flash used to do that. And so it's kind of weird. It's like he's adopting his personality. So I'm going to get another little baby kitten soon. You know, I rest in peace, little guy. I had a lot of videos with him and that shit hurt me. So, my buddy John just lost a cat recently too. So I guess we both in this predicament. So, you know, just try to help people the best you can, man. Try to be the best person you could be within your limits. You know, I know you can't go around and be some fairy princess and stuff, because, you know, we all got emotions, but men, women, black, white, purple, gay, straight, blah, 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 blah. I just seen Tank. This is another thing, like, I know everybody got fears and stuff, but this dude, like, and like Usher and all them, they make like 20, 30 years worth of R&B. Girl, I love you, girl, woo, woo, girl. Then Tank was just on a post talking about some, what does it matter if you're gay? Just suck it once and try it. You never know if you don't try. Bruh, like, it's cultural appropriation because, like, I'm not trying to be funny, but you portray being straight all this time and you're making it worse on gay people. Well, so all the gay people that want a safe space and advocate, everybody that is gay is pretending to be straight. Then they want to come out years later when it's okay and be like, yeah. So all the gay people who got their asses whooped, that was keeping it real, everybody's like, yeah, we don't like you no more. Everything's trans. Then the fucking gay people that see, oh yeah, it's light now, I could come be a member. Now they want to jump on board. No, Tank, you wasn't out there when all them gay people was getting beat up. Usher and Justin Bieber. I heard about what happened to Justin Bieber between Jay-Z and Diddy. And I don't do that whole gossip. I guess Beyonce testified to this and now she's divorcing him. This is real shit. So I think that's funny too. I said a year ago, I got on Jay-Z's page and said, I'm coming for you next. I said, Nick Fuentes is going to prison. Now he's got a battery charge, an assault charge. I said, Tim Pool was finna catch some heat for all these lies he putting on camera. The feds shut down his income and Nick Fuentes's and repossessed that shit. I said, Candace Owens was gonna get canceled. She got canceled by the Jewish people. I said, the Jewish people doing too much and it's gonna overtopple them because they being fake as fuck. And now look what's happening to Judaism and Netanyahu. He got an arrest warrant now. I'm not magic. It's called logic. When you guys be like, woke, you know how fucking crazy you sound? So you want to be sleeping in a world where you gotta be awake? Y'all are attacking stuff that don't need. So back to the gladiator thing and the racism thing. So they was like, there was no black leaders in Rome and Greece. Why was all their hair curly? Why was all them people darker, man? Y'all. So then they did research. Google it if you want to, or YouTube it. Did they do research on Gladiator 2 to see if a body was African? They dug up some bodies in a volcano, all African descent. The Europeans know what was happening in Europe. Black plagues, colds, flus, famines. Europe was dangerous, nasty, disgusting. Other travelers from different, this is written, they had to put soaps and toothpastes under their noses because these people were putrid. Am I saying it's the same way? Judge ye. What I'm saying is, you guys are lying about history and fabricating the present to create a dumb future. So, I went through my little trial. I said Couch 2024 and I literally lived it out. I was unemployed for 7 months struggling and I survived. If me, who the whole world is still trying to treat funny, can survive, a lot of you need to get off your couch and stop. The world against me, the world. Duh. Humans forget that we have language. Without that, look what the animals do. They kill everybody in their pride. We're different than that now. So let's act like it. That's all I'm saying. So I love y'all to the best of my ability. I'm going to say something real quick. It's a weird dude getting on different YouTubers' pages talking about he loves the murdered kids in his basement and he loves fondling kids and stuff. You probably wondering why I don't respond to you no more. Because what are you doing, nigga? Like, you fucking slow? Is that funny to you, hurting kids? You're not getting me excited. I just think you're nuts. I think you're slow. So the more you interact with me and type on my page and go to different YouTube, that kind of not all there, dude, just talking about that, hey, your nephew will look good in my basement, all that weird stuff you saying. Bro, like, how do I explain this? Like, that's your life. Do what you do. But there are psychos out here that look for people like you. I don't know if you're being funny on a different page. If you are a kid, talking about, did you find me yet? Did you find you weird motherfucker? Is that what your life is, being creepy? What they call them edgelords. They have anime profile pictures. I got this from FD Signifier. They have anime profile pictures, and they say the rudest thing online. You meet them in person. I'm not saying my buddy Jordan is like this, but I used to play RuneScape years ago. And I met a friend named Jordan on there. Asian dude. We called him Eskimo. So I remember we used to say all kind of crazy shit online. But something even crazier, we went to the same high school and I didn't even know. Met this dude online and we went to the same fucking high school. Because I went to Bloomington at first and then I transferred to Normal Community when I was younger. We used to talk all type of crazy shit. I went to his chemistry class one time. I was like, is there an Eskimo here? This dude, quiet as fuck. He put his head down, was quiet, because I didn't know what he looked like yet. A buddy came up to me after his class and was like, hey, that's Eskimo right there. I was like, what the fuck? So I didn't go up to him. I waited till later that night. And when we got online, he was like, bro, I seen you come to class, but I didn't know what you wanted. I didn't know that was you. So that's just me. Like, when I see people online being edgy, like, you're weird. You're weird. Because, not Jordan. Me and him are like good friends. I don't like calling myself somebody's best friend because I don't know how they feel. So we real good friends. He's one of my best friends. But now we talk and all kind of stuff good. Some of these people online are like sad. They're depressed. They're like so miserable and lonely that they do weird shit. And so, buddy, I don't hate you, but you doing some weird shit. If you're going to do anything in life, build a puzzle. I'm out here trying to donate to kids and you getting on statuses and posts talking about the kids in my basement. What the fuck? I'm not. Anyways, anybody else that's not retarded, stay blessed, stay loving. And when I say retarded, I'm not talking about people with disabilities and illnesses. I'm talking about people with the common sense to know better, the awareness to know better, and they think it's you ever be sitting with somebody and they just start laughing out loud and you're like, nigga, that wasn't even that funny. That's how they used to be. That edgy. Okay, motherfucker, congrats. One day you're gonna be 80 years old to me. Help me off my bed. Fucking weirdo. Protect the children.